Hi guys, welcome back to Canary Cast. Good to see you back here. Do us a favour, just drop a like on the video. Make sure you're subscribed if you like the content we're putting out. It helps us out massively. Just me today, as you can see. No Harvey, no Jacob, so I'll just crack on with it myself. Try and keep the energy up, and hopefully it doesn't sound like the shipping forecast, which it sometimes does when it's just me. I'm aware of that. I'm working on it. Don't worry. Right. Norwich have completed their fourth senior summer signing this window. Pierre Lees-Melou comes in from Nice in Ligue 1 for a fee believed to be just shy of 4 million quid, which for a 28-year-old that you would assume is in his peak at that age, 150 appearances in Ligue 1, top 5 league, that sounds like good business to me on the face of it. But let's get into the details of the deal and then we can discuss all of that after that. So yes, just shy of £4 million, 3-year deal, which will take him up to the age of sort of 30, 31 by the end of that deal. But yeah, like I said, it seems a reasonable fee, very reasonable fee for a guy of his talents. What sort of player do we think we're getting here? Well, I've spoken to Jacob off camera, and he is of the opinion that it's going to be sort of a Mario Vrancic, but more combative, more robust, a bit more versatile. And having watched clips of him myself last night and today, I have to say that I'm expecting a bit more of him than Mario. I think he's more of a complete box-to-box midfielder, a bit similar to Kenny, but who is more comfortable in possession in the final third and making. There's plenty of clips of him running past the last man, off the shoulder of the last defender, trying to get onto through balls and just whip the ball across the box or have a shot at goal himself. I think we're going to see him be quite an inventive player, especially in a Daniel Farke team. Mentioned his versatility. I'm on Transfermarkt now, having a little look. He's played most of his games at central midfield, as you'd imagine, but he's played in the 10. He's played a handful of games at defensive midfield. He's played on the left. He's played on the right. He's got his goal numbers are decent for someone that plays sort of central midfield more often than not. 4 goals, 5 goals, 5 goals, 7 goals one season at Nice. Before that, he was at Dijon for a couple of seasons. Again, a mainstay there, a main part of the team. Good goal numbers, good assist numbers, nothing outstanding, but very, very solid. And I'm expecting him to come in and either perform the Kenny role or play ahead of Kenny, or if absolutely necessary, could probably do the Gilmore skip job that we've seen, sort of as a last resort more than starting over Gilmore. But I think the versatility he adds in that midfield will be really, really, like Stuart Webber and the team will be glad to get that done because it gives us a lot of options, a lot of versatility in midfield, and it ticks a lot of boxes in a summer in which we have a lot to do, especially in that midfield position. We've obviously had Gilmore come in, now got Lees-Melou, we've got Kenny there. Melbourne City is still knocking about as a tribal and Lightner, but obviously they will not play. We know that. That's how I'm expecting him to fit in. I think he'll be able to do a bit of everything, but be essentially a bit more of an attacking Kenny is what I'm expecting. Anyway, can take a penalty as well. There's clips out there of him taking a couple of penalties, decent penalties, stuck him away. I was hoping that he's got a free kick on him as well, but I haven't seen any clips of that, so I'm assuming not because they usually make the highlight reel. Yes, let's talk about what I think is the most interesting facet of this deal is his age. Now, yes, it's probably a little bit outside of our usual recruitment remit. You think the players Norwich usually bring in will be young enough to have a resale value, etc., etc. Now, I don't think that every single signing has to fit our remit perfectly, and they have to be of a young age. They have to be able to do X, Y, Z, blah blah blah. You can step outside of that recruitment profile, right? Especially for sort of 3 or 4 million quid. A player that is at his peak as well. And I think because he ticks so many boxes, because he adds so much versatility to that midfield and gives Daniel Farke options, I think that's why Stuart Webber and the recruitment team have thought, I'm not so bothered about the resale value on this one because it's a cheap deal and he adds a lot. He gives us versatility. And I think that's probably why we've seen a slightly older player come in. He is 28. He's not old, but he's already at his peak, which is not normal of a Norwich signing. But all very, very encouraging nonetheless. I'm excited to see him play. We're excited to see where he fits in, what squad number he gets, and all that sort of stuff. We'll see in the coming weeks, I'm sure. We're getting closer to the season now. The Kings Lynn friendly, Norwich's first friendly of the summer, is on Friday, so that's not too far away. I'm just trying to think of any other Norwich news we've had. The kit, of course. Um, Jacob and Harvey are quite a fan of the kit. I don't think they love it, but you know they're fine with it. I'm still waiting for it to grow on me, which sometimes happens. I remember last season's kit took a while to grow on me. It's not happened yet. I'm not a fan of the sleeves. I mean that long sleeve one is hideous. The short sleeve one's not so bad, but yeah, not a massive fan of the sleeves or the squared off bit at the shoulder. It's just not for me. Plenty of people seem to like it though. I seem to be the minority with that opinion. Hopefully the away kit or the third kit's a bit more up my street. Sam McCallum's gone out on loan to QPR, which I think will be a good loan move. Me and Jacob have spoken about the likes of McCallum and Ida needing to play football every week to aid their development, and I think a move, another Championship loan, this time to QPR, and a good QPR team under Mark Warburton. They'll keep the ball. They'll have plenty of, it's not massively dissimilar to the way Daniel Farker plays. So I think that will be a really beneficial loan for Sam McCallum. But yeah, I think that brings us up to speed. Let us know what you think of Pierre Lees-Melou in the comments below. That would be fantastic. Can you see him coming in and hitting the ground running? Do you think he'll need that sort of adapting time, which most players do? I'm hoping at the age of 28 he needs less of that, but of course this is the first time he's played abroad. There is no deal with no risk. There is risk involved in this deal, but with a lower fee, with a slightly more experience in a good league, I'm hoping he can come in and hit the ground running. But I appreciate that is a lot to ask in your first season in the Premier League, let alone in a team who are also in their first season in the Premier League this time around. So yes, a very interesting signing, slightly different to what we usually see. I like it. I'm all for it. Let's see what he can do on the pitch, and we'll reserve full judgment for that. But yeah, until next time, take care of yourselves. Thanks for tuning in, and like, comment, and subscribe if you can, please. Cheers. Take care.